Every year, we do a satisfaction survey among forum participants, and we ask them what their favorite part of the event was. Last year, 97.3% said it was the research analyst reading of the Baker's Dozen MSP list. So thanks to your colleagues, I'm back again this year. Before we get too far along, I want to thank the 359 survey respondents who took time from their busy schedules to provide valuable feedback. Fellow HR and staffing executives worldwide rely each year on the MSP Baker's Dozen as part of their partnership selection process. This is by far the largest and most prestigious survey in MSP. It's completely based on customer feedback and quantitative ratings. See the May issue of HRO Today for a complete disclosure of the process. In fact, right after the announcement, we'll be distributing copies of the issue. I'd also like to thank the sponsors of this presentation: HRO Service Corporation, AMN Healthcare, and Zero Chaos. Now, it's important to note that they sponsored the presentation, not the actual survey. And that's a very important distinction because while I could probably be bought, Elliott certainly could not. And largest diversity organization providing total talent management for workforce and vendor management. Since 1982, HRO has garnered over 300 industry and client awards for implementation, program management, and tailored global solutions, including contingent staffing, customized MSP solutions, VMS software, RPO, payroll services, IC 1099 verification and engagement, ITSOW consulting, and HR consulting. HRO takes great pride in providing white glove service to our clients and employees. AMN Healthcare is the leader and innovator in healthcare workforce solutions and staffing services to healthcare facilities across the nation. Their workforce solutions, including managed service programs, vendor management systems, recruitment process outsourcing, and consulting services, enable providers to successfully reduce complexity, increase efficiency, and improve patient outcomes. Zero Chaos delivers global business process outsourcing solutions to elevate customer productivity through innovative and market-leading workforce concepts, supply chain management, and technology options. The company offers true vendor-neutral managed services and procurement outsourcing programs that streamline and automate the non-employee procurement to settlement lifecycle. With its award-winning solutions and consultative partnerships, Zero Chaos customers achieve transparency, mitigate risks, and reduce costs. You'll find that the very best companies sponsor HRO Today magazine or the HRO Today forum, and they're looking to reach key decision makers. According to the 2017 HRO Today Reader Survey, 74% of our readers report titles of director or above. And actually, I didn't make that number up. That is a true fact. Our circulation in North America, Europe, and APAC is nearly 140,000 senior executives. We reach the senior suite. Contact Gail Tedeschi at SharedXpertise for more information. Let's talk a little bit about the questionnaire and some of the background. The survey instrument has over 30 questions. In fact, it's 35, some of which are multi-part. It's a very, very deep, in-depth survey. There's 3 indices that we take a look at. There's breadth of service, there's size of deal, and there's the quality of service. Now, we don't divulge the weightings here, but the quality of service is the most important part of this survey. There is a bias in the survey towards complexity and longer-term programs in the rankings. And the last point I wanted to make about this is a company has to have at least 10 surveys from 7 different companies in order to qualify. A little bit about the verification process that we do. Only corporate emails are honored. So we don't take Gmail, we don't take Yahoo, and we certainly don't take Hotmail because Hotmail. Each survey respondent receives a confirmation email from me saying, "Thank you very much for taking our survey." And then sometimes they write back and say, "I didn't actually take the survey," which is always somewhat awkward, and that tells us something about what to do with that record. We have our webmaster work with our survey provider to perform IP address tracking, and that's so that we can map back where every single survey comes from. If fraud is determined, then the provider is eliminated from the survey. Okay, a little bit more about the 2018 process. We sent the survey to 25 selected providers worldwide, and we used our lists of 600 MSP customers. So getting the responses is really a combination of what we get on our own and then relying on the providers to also solicit responses to the survey. We received surveys on 18 different providers, and we verified them on 250 customers and 170 completed buyer surveys from more than 142 different companies. So there are a few you can, on occasion, have the same person in the same company, or different people in the same company rate the provider. This is the largest customer satisfaction survey in the HR trade media. The Baker's Dozen list represents the top 13 providers we surveyed. And of course, while we're ranking them, we still feel confident in saying that all of the top 13 are excellent choices for your MSP needs. All right, what I want to do now is go over each of the categories. I mentioned there's 3 different things that we look at. The first one is breadth of service. This will show you who scored the best in this particular dimension that we examine. You'll see Bartech, number 1, breadth of service. Congratulations, Bartech. This is really a tight category this year. If you look at the very first one versus the last one on the list, the difference is less than 25%. So very, very competitive in this area. Let's take a look now at size of deal, and you'll see that AMN Healthcare came up number 1. Pontoon is close behind, but we had to go to the 3rd decimal point on that. And with the tiebreaker and the vote of the East German judge, AMN Healthcare comes out as number 1 for size of deals. Does anybody remember when we had East German judges? Good times, good times. All right. Next dimension, the all-important quality of service. You'll see that People Scout, again this year, came out as number 1, the highest quality of service score. Now, let's move on to the overall scores. And what I'm going to do is read the Baker's Dozen list going backwards from 13 on up to 1 because it's much more dramatic that way. All right, number 13, broadleaf results. Number 12, cross-country healthcare. Number 11, Yo. 10, Ronstead SourceRight. Number 9, HRO. 8, Zero Chaos. Number 7 is Pontoon. 6, Bartech. All right, now I'm going to read the top 5. So, but before I go any further, remember, this is only an exhibition. This is not a competition. Please, no wagering. Number 5, Advantage, XPO. Number 4, Agile One. Number 3, AMN Healthcare. Number 2, Allegis Global Solutions. And our number 1 MSP provider for MSP in 2018, People Scout. Congratulations to People Scout for, again, this year being ranked number 1. And this is to show you the results that are in the magazine and how the scores break out. Again, pretty close competition all the way across, but congratulations to People Scout. And I'd also like to once again thank our announcement sponsors for all their help in this: HRO Service Corporations, AMN Healthcare, and Zero Chaos.